I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Fuck you.
F the Wokies, bruh.
Woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's
Facts.
cowardly. And for all
Full
y'all
stop.
Black Lives Matter
Full
who ain't
stop.
saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Fuck you. Figure out what? It ain't never been cool to kidnap kids and put them in cages. It ain't never been cool to kill women and elderly. Never been. No matter where you from, what you represent, what tribe you for, it don't matter.
No doubt.
They ain't never been no cool. They ain't never been nothing that nobody supported. And then you go and hide and put the kids in front of you as a barricade.
Unjustifiable.
That's some coward shit.
Inexcusable.
All you politicians who always have something to say on the contrary, I see you. Fuck you.
Facts.
Woke up, man, this morning with some... I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. It ain't never been cool to kidnap kids and put them in cages. It ain't never been cool to kill women and elderly. Never been. No matter where you from, what you represent, what tribe you for, it don't matter. They ain't never been no cool. They ain't never been nothing that nobody supported. And then you go and hide and put the kids in front of you as a barricade. That's some coward shit. All you politicians who always have something to say on the contrary, I see you. All you Black Lives Matter people who always have something to say and always support everything else quiet down. Some coward shit, dog. And all y'all support it. My mama, we don't respect none of y'all for that. Peace.
Yeah, bruh. Amare, he went off. He went off on the race hustlers, the dishonest politicians, the people the politicians that support war, that are pro-war, the people in the conscious community that are pro-terrorism, pro-extremism, pro-radicalism, bro. He went in on the goofies, man. He cooked them. He destroyed them, bro. In the part 1 video of my review, in the part one of my review of the Israel Hamas war video, I gave my candid thoughts on what Amare said. I want to say more. I want to give more thoughts in this video. I have more storage on my phone. I have more on my phone. I have more room on my phone. I could say more. What he said, yeah, you cannot dispute what he said. It's not cool to kidnap innocent civilians. Israeli civilians. It's not civilians. It's not cool to slaughter innocent civilians. It's not honorable to RAPE in Israeli civilians. It's not laudable. It's horrible. It's horrible, terrible. It is odious. but but I watched certain black people talk about this, about what Amare said. I heard what certain blacks had to say about what Amare said. A lot of certain most of the blacks that talked about this, they 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 went in on Amare, bro. They do not. They think Amare is a coon. They think he is a sellout. They think he is for what he said about for what he said about the Israeli civilians that got mercilessly deleted. Most of the blacks that I heard say, why should black people have sympathy? Why should black people care about what's going on over there? Uh, they don't, they hate black people. They make it seem like all Israeli people, all Palestinian people. They make it seem like all Israeli people hate black people. That's a canard. That's a myth. That's a narrative. That's wokeism, bro. That's wokeism, bro. Straight up and down. Certain blacks, they were pissed. They were enraged, incensed. They went off on Amari, bro. They said, even though I don't agree with the woke things that they said, I do agree uh with with the statement that Amari did not publicly speak out against what happened in Jacksonville, Florida. The white dude that took out 3 black people in Jacksonville, Florida, for no laudable reason. Uh, yeah, bro. I did not hear Amari speak out against that publicly. I did not see anything on his Twitter or his X, my bad, or Instagram. I did not see anything in which he spoke out against the Jacksonville, in which he spoke out against uh, what happened to the lady that I went to college with, Ariana Preston, who got vilely deleted by demons on the south side of Chicago in Avalon Park. She just got off work. She was a cop in Chicago. She had big goals, big aspirations. She wanted to ascend in the CPD, in the Chicago Police Department, but she was precluded from ascending because demons wanted because certain people are soulless, demonic, wicked, unrighteous, immoral. It's revolting, man. It's what happened to Ariana Preston? That's revolting, bro. That's to be reviled. R.I.P. again to Ariana Preston, man. I send my condolences again to her family, bro. Yo, Amari did not speak out against what happened to this girl, this black freshman, this young black woman who was a freshman at the University of Kentucky. Her name is Kyla Springs. She was physically and verbally assaulted by a white student, an older white student at the University of Kentucky. He did not speak out against that. Yeah, yeah. He did not speak out against what happened in Memphis to the black dude, to what 5 scummy black cops did to this black dude in Memphis. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, bro. He did not speak out against Yeah, bro. And one of the black dudes that criticized Amari was in the middle. He wasn't. I didn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't woke, but he wasn't. But he wasn't radical. He wasn't. He wasn't simping for blacks, but he wasn't denigratory towards blacks either. He was logical. That he's one of the very few logical black people that talked about this war this topic about what Amari said. Yeah, man. He said he he asked why didn't Amari speak out against the black people that got taken out unjustifiably by other black people. Why did he not speak out against that? Against black people that get murdered by people from their own race. Yo, that's a good question, bro. But he Amari wants to go in on the BLM people, the politicians. I am with Amari on that. I don't rock with the wokies. I hate wokeism. I don't hate the people, but I hate wokeism. I don't rock with the woke, the victimhood pushers, the race hustlers, the race baiters, the black supremacists, the black racists, the dishonest politicians of all races, the pro-war people, the pro-extremism people. I don't rock with them, bro. They're disgraceful, dishonorable people, in my genuine, candid opinion. So Amari is speaking facts when he talks about those people, but it is hypocritical that he didn't speak out, he didn't speak out against what happened to Ariana Preston, what happened to this young girl, Trinity Washington in Chicago, that got wickedly assaulted by two grown Latinas, that got physically assaulted by two grown Latinas because she didn't move her dog out of the way, bro. I did not hear Amari say anything about that. It's crazy, bro. So yeah, bro. Like I yeah, I don't hate Amari Stoudemire, but it is hypocritical. It is hypocritical. I do give the woke black people that talk about this credit. I give credit where it's due, man. I am logical. I am reasonable, bro. Impartial. I'm biased on this channel, man. If somebody is making sense, it doesn't matter if that person is a conservative, liberal, black supremacist, white supremacist, Israeli, Palestinian, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, woman, man, feminist, anti-feminist, vegan, non-vegan. I don't care. If you make sense, you make sense. I don't care about the race, the religion, all that. Those things are irrelevant. Irrelevant. But yeah, bro. Yeah. Mari, he is bugging for being on that hypocritical time. Uh, but he was keeping it a buck. You can't dispute what he was saying when he said it's not cool to kidnap to RAPE. It would have been dope if he also said that it's not cool to murder, to harm, to abuse Palestinian people too, to specify. It would have. He is, yeah. He did. It does. This joint. This clip does seem biased. He does. Yeah. It does seem biased, but it does seem biased, but he is speaking facts as far as the Israeli, the innocent Israeli civilians that got unjustifiably, gratuitously 86th. He is telling the truth right there, but I wish it wasn't biased. I wish there was no bias in it. You know, like you can still be pro Israel. He's Jewish. Amare is Jewish. It's understandable. You can be pro Israel without being biased. You got to be logical. People from both sides got to be logical. Just pro Israel doesn't mean you don't have pro Israel doesn't have to be anti Palestine. Palestine, not all Palestinian people are evil people. Palestinian people are different from Hamas, the terroristic, militant, extremist organization. That's what people got to understand. Not all Palestinian people are evil, bruh. Not all Israeli people are. Not all Israeli people are evil. Not all Palestinian people are good. Not all Israeli people are good. There's good and bad in each community on each side. Detest the governments. Don't be, you know what I mean? Don't murder innocent civilians in Palestine or in Israel. In Israel. People gotta think logically, bro. People gotta think logically, man. They really do. But no detestation for Amare Stoudemire though. But yeah, the wokies had a point when they said why did you not speak out against the Jacksonville thing or the Memphis thing or whatever? They got a point. They got a point. I will play the rest of this video. I wasn't able to play the full thing because my camera died. I ran out of storage of room. We're gonna play the rest. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Civilians, because you didn't accept that on CNN.
No, I said I didn't have the full information. I know now that some civilians were killed, and this is unacceptable.
I am some civilians. I mean, 260 young, mainly young people. Well, let me just say something. 260 mainly young people
festival goers.
A peaceful music festival.
Got
machine guns.
Yes.
Machine guns to their head by terrorists flying in, paragliding in with machine guns. I mean, it is hard to imagine a worse atrocity. Do you unreservedly condemn that act of terrorism?
BLM Chicago endorsed that BS too.
Civilian,
BLM Chicago.
Tell me that the Israeli
BLM Indiana
that have
supported
today,
that.
140
Craziness, bro.
children,
That's crazy.
Palestinian women are also terrorists.
How can you support
I think the Israeli people
murder,
are
mass
to
murder,
defend
mass
themselves against
slaughter
what happened in
of
the last
innocent
100 years.
civilians?
I'm not for a moment defending everything the Israeli government's done in the last
You are not a good
decades.
person if you endorse that, bro.
Where it's been justified, criticise what they've been doing. But on this occasion, I'm not interested in playing what about you with you. I'm simply asking, I'm simply asking you, do you unreservedly condemn the slaughter of 260 innocent people?
I condemn any killing of any civilian, whether Palestinian or Israeli. But you have to accept that if Israel has the right to defend itself, Palestinians also must have the same right of being able to defend
But
themselves.
nobody has a right to commit acts of terrorism.
But
you agree with that, right?
Would you say, no, I'm asking, would you say that we also have the right to defend ourselves as human beings?
I think that there's been an oppression of the Palestinian people in Gaza for way too long. I think that there needs to be a peace settlement. We finally got there. We finally got there in Northern Ireland. But I don't understand how anybody with even half a brain would think the way to get a peace settlement is to kill nearly 1,000 mostly innocent Israelis who have nothing to do with the conflict.
Yep.
Many of whom were attending a music festival and machine gunned to pieces.
Facts.
There is no way. There is no way that kind of attack is ever going to forge peace. Is that?
Absolutely, but let's look forward. Now,
Pierce-
at this
Pierce
very
is
moment,
making
there are
sense, bruh.
hostages,
Pierce-
there are Palestinian
Pierce
prisoners
is
in
making
Israeli jails.
sense.
There are Israeli prisoners in Gaza. The best step forward is the following: immediate exchange of prisoners, immediate stop of all the fighting, immediate ceasefire, and opening the road for what you have said. Something like what happened in Ireland, ending the Israeli illegal occupation, allowing Palestinians finally to be free from oppression and to live side by side. I personally wouldn't mind if we could live side by side in two-state solution. But if Israel kills the two-states option, I think the only solution is that we live together in one country, in peaceful.
Can I ask you? I know you're not a,
and in one democratic state.
okay. I know you're not a
where we both have equal rights.
Yeah.
And we both are entitled to the same equal human rights. I think that's the only way out of this situation. And we cannot say. I mean, I could list to you now so many atrocities. Let me tell you one thing from my own personal experience. Once in 1996, I was treating an injured person. I was a medical person in my white coat, and an Israeli sniper saw me and shot me twice. I still carry 35 shrapnels in my back, but I don't keep talking about that. I think the way out of this is to stop all forms of violence,
Discontinue.
to stop all forms of conflicts, and to allow a peaceful resolution.
But here's the thing.
And that peaceful
Let me just
resolution.
respond to that. You know, when I watched your interview at CNN, and I hear you again tonight, you sound a reasonable man
Yes.
who wants a
Yes.
reasonable solution
Yes.
to this, right? I'm not going to disrespect you by
Disparage.
saying otherwise.
Yeah.
The problem is Hamas are not reasonable people.
Mm.
They're not like you. They just want to kill as many
Devoid
Jews as they
of
can possibly
logic,
kill.
bereft
They have no
of
interest in the
rationality,
kind of resolution that you're talking about. And Hamas
of morality,
now has a stranglehold over the Gaza Strip and the
rectitude.
Palestinian people. As long as they have that stranglehold with their concept of how this plays out,
This
there is
wildness
no
will
chance in the
continue.
settlement you're talking
It-
about. Do you accept that?
It will be
May I
perpetual.
respond?
Yeah.
I know Hamas people. I've negotiated with them so many times. I've debated with them many times about the value and power of nonviolent resistance.
If the
When I
fighting
tell you,
doesn't stop, then
Eric, I am 39 years old. I've started thinking about getting Botox cosmetics
more
for the last
division
couple
will
of
happen.
years.
More
I just see
division
myself
will
on
more
video calls
division
all
will
day, and I
happen.
really start
More
noticing the
bigotry.
lines.
More bigotry will happen. Will happen.
I'm s-
More odium will happen. More detestation will happen.
they are ready to accept that.
More
What
BS.
they are not ready to accept is that
More
we Palestinians will repeat
hatred.
what the PLO leadership did, recognizing Israel as a
Prejudice.
state, while Israel still refuses to recognize our right as a state. You know, one of the main
more
problems that Netanyahu
more
created,
intolerance
and I think
will
this
happen
man
if this
will
does
be
not cease.
definitely put in front of many inquiries
stop.
about what happened in the last 2 days or 3 days. But one of the worst things he
We
did
don't want more
was
division
to
to
stand
happen.
up
We
in
don't
the
want
United
more
Nations only 2
divisiveness,
weeks ago,
disunification to happen.
carrying the
Disunion
map of Israel,
to occur.
including annexing the occupied West Bank, annexing the occupied Gaza Strip, annexing the occupied East Jerusalem, as well as the Golan Heights, which Israeli officially annexed. This map by itself drove everybody crazy. That meant that he and his government, with people like Smotrich, who doesn't hide away calling himself a fascist homophobe, they say that but we should fill the West Bank with settlers and settlements so that Palestinians would lose all hopes of a state of their own.
Okay.
And then they will have one of 3 choices: either to immigrate, or accept a life of subjugation to the Israelis, or die. Such statement by the second most important minister in the Israeli government does not lead to peace, and that's
Well,
what
on that point, Mr.
Yes.
Speaker, I would agree with you. I think some of the more hardline right-wing headbangers, frankly, that Netanyahu's put into his cabinet are coming out with incendiary rhetoric before this, which has been deeply unhelpful. So on that, I would agree with you. I've got to leave it there, but thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for giving me the
So
opportunity.
it's important to hear that side, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to the logical people on both sides that speak on this topic. on the war, bro. The illogical people, they're bugging, bro. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. Certain pro-Israel people are saying death to Palestinians. That doesn't make sense. They think all Palestinians are extremists. They're all monsters, devils, immoral people, immoral people. It makes zero sense. It doesn't make a modicum of sense. It really doesn't, man. AOC from New York, Democratic politician, she demonized the pro-Palestine rally that occurred in New York City earlier this month. In that rally, some pro-Palestine protesters shouted anti-Semitic chants, stomped on an Israeli flag, burnt an Israeli flag, committed arson. This caused AOC to tell Political on Monday that they showed bigotry and callousness. I agree with that statement. She said it's not hard to shut down anti-Semitism where we see it. Bowman, another member of the squad, the Democratic squad, Jamal Bowman, he's a wokey. AOC is a wokey, but I do agree with that statement. I do agree with Bowman's statement that it's disgusting that certain protesters, not all, that were in the rally would support terrorism. Then AOC, in another article that I read, it said that AOC attacks Israel again after she demonized what happened to the Israeli civilians that got deleted. She attacked Israel again, bro. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. She condoned the murder before, then she demonized what the Hamas people did. Then she attacked Israel again. That's goofy, bro. That's dumb. That's stupid, bro. Bro, that's idiotic. AOC, she be bugging, bro. She got criticism from from a lot of people. In the article they said that that a lot of people were on AOC, bro. They got on her for they cooked her for what she said about the Israeli about what happened to the Israeli people, man. They said she was tripping. They said she was tripping for justifying, excusing what happened. Then later she deflected when she was supposed to take accountability for what she did. She deflected. That's what I read in an article. She said in a flourish of whataboutism that New Yorkers are capable of rejecting both what happened to the Israeli people and the tyranny that the Palestinian people were subjected to. She was shifting blame. She did not. she tried to change the subject. She tried to evade accountability. She was talking about, yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, she, bruh. AOC was accused of being too soft on Palestinian militants and not being hard enough. She was holding back. She got yeah, bro. Her and the rest of the people in the squad of minority Democratic politicians, Ilhan Omar Bowman, Ayanna Ayanna Presley, Cori Bush, different people. Summer. The criticism of Israel has been a focal point of many discussions as far as the squad is concerned. Yeah, bro. Rashida T. She said that the Israeli that that the that Israel is an apartheid system. That Israel. She did not speak out against what happened to the Israeli civilians, the innocent Israeli civilians that got remorselessly deleted. That's crazy, bro. She's on that biased time. She's so biased that it's crazy, bro. Like, to be pro-Palestine, you don't have to be anti-Israel. You don't have to be Israeli people. You don't have to be anti-Israeli people to be pro-Palestine. Certain people think they have to be anti other groups or another group to be pro this. That it doesn't make sense, bro. A lot of pro people that are in the black community, the woke blacks, they feel like they have to be anti-white or anti not Asian or whatever to be pro-black. That's not what pro-black is, bro. That's pro-bigotry. That's what that is. That's pro-racism. Any people from all races can be racist, including black people. Yeah, bro. So yeah, BLM Chicago, bro. They BLM Chicago supported the slaughtering. A conservative filmmaker said that BLM, like many leftists, comes out in support of slaughtering innocent people they don't like. That's crazy, bro. BLM Chicago is whack. False allegations, and there were one tweet there were false allegations were made in one tweet. They made it seem like resisting equates to brutal RAPE of women, murder of innocent people. They make it seem like resisting is the same as brutal RAPE or murder of innocent people, bruh. They don't equate to each other, bro. They don't. Andy Ngo, the journalist, the conservative journalist in Portland, he said that a unit of Hamas militants paraglided to massacre civilians. BLM and Antifa has long supported terrorism under the guise of anti-capitalism, under the guise of anti-colonialism. They advocate for violence. They endorse it. They are proponents of it. It's a shame, man. There was a cartoon in which a paraglider Palestine, the Palestine flag was in that cartoon too. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's craziness, bro. It really is. It really is, man. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. BLM Chicago, the certain people, they said they have a shared struggle. The Palestinians and the BLM people, they have a shared struggle. Blacks and Palestinians, that's what the woke people say. They have a shared struggle, a common struggle. They think that everything that's negative is discriminatory, denigratory, castigatory, oppressive, tyrannical, abusive. They think everything is racist. The woke blacks. They think every deletion by a police officer is unjustifiable. They think all white people are evil. They should feel guilty for the transgressions that the antecedents committed. That's what the woke black people think. It's a shame, man. It's horrible, bro. And Mia Khalifa, she got dropped from her podcasting deal, her Spotify deal, not Spotify, Playboy, because she said she asked the freedom people in Palestine. She asked, can the freedom fighters in Palestine flip their phones and film horizontal? This was interpreted as certain people thought that the tweet was hateful, bigoted, intolerant towards Israeli citizens. Tim Pool talked about this. He said that Mia Khalifa is evil. He said that he said it's abominable, that tweet. It is revolting. It is odious. It is to be reviled. He felt revulsion. That's what he felt. He execrated that tweet. A lot of people execrate that tweet. She did give an apology. I don't know how sincere that apology was, but she said that she was not on that bigoted time. She was not endorsing or supporting the mass slaughter of innocent Israeli citizens. She got banned from her home country. She's Lebanese. She got banned. She got prohibited. She won't be able to enter Lebanon again. I don't know if it is a lifetime ban or for a certain amount of time, but she cannot go back to Lebanon, bro, because of what she tweeted. It was interpreted as, it was described as hateful, as horrible. If she did endorse that, then she is horrible, bro. She's a bozo. She has been a cornball, a clown for a long time, but if that apology was sincere, then I salute her, I commend her, I extol her. But if that apology was insincere, then she is garbage, just like the rest of the people that condoned the mass slaughter of Israeli citizens just because they're from Israel, just because they're in a different group, circle, religion, community. It's horrible, man. Certain people purport to be honorable, logical, remorseful, merciful, but they're not good people, man. The people that purport to be so righteous, so upright, they're not upright people, bro. They are devoid of rectitude, bro. The wokies, the woke politicians, the woke people in the conscious community, people, the woke people of all races are sanctimonious. They're disgraced. They are dishonorable people, man. They really are. They're not impartial. They're so biased. They let emotion override logic. That's not a good thing. That doesn't make sense. If you let emotion override logic, you are a goofball. It is what it is, man. If you only support one side, if you only support citizens that got killed in Israel, but not people that got killed in Palestine, you are a bozo. And people that only support people that got killed in Palestine, but not people that got killed in Israel, y'all are goofy too. Straight up and down. Let me know what y'all think. Give me y'all candid thoughts. Yeah, bro, this is a super long video, but a lot of things sicken me, man. A lot of things are irksome, bothersome.